very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
You are watching Atlantic Television Politics. It's the network's flagship program that discusses core political trends with relevant stakeholders. Today on Atn Politics, we will be discussing core issues from different political spheres. First, Enugu State PDP chieftain calls for probe of LG chairman. And on to Edo State APC, chairman resigns, set to contest for party's governorship. And Kano State Governor Yusuf under directs to reinstate Sanusi.
Politics today.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
So now my sister and her husband are having a bad marriage.
There is no such thing as a bad marriage. I have been calling you countless times and you haven't been taking my calls, but I do not want to believe that you're ignoring my calls. So I'm going to ask you, where was your phone? Raise your voice at me ever again in this company. At home you're the husband, no doubt. Right here, I call the shots. Do you think you're a good husband?
Okay, okay?
Yeah.
I will divorce Nicole and marry you.
I want you in my bed tonight as soon as you propose to sleep.
Every day our lives are changed by
A former People's Democratic Party PDP senatorial aspirant for Enugu North District, Chief Chinedu Eya, has told outgoing council chairman in the state to brace up for probe and possible prosecution. Eya said going by observed maladministration by some of the council helmsmen, they would not escape probe to be initiated by the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba. In a post in his social media pages on Wednesday, Eya said Governor Mba will most likely probe the financial irregularities of the outgoing local government chairman in Enugu State. He added that only very prudent local government chairmen whose achievements were verifiable would escape the level of investigation and would be instituted again.
Because for me, local government administration in Nigeria is zero because they don't really do what they're supposed to do. They just go in there, go to work whenever they like. One, they don't even live in the local government. They live in the cities, and some of them go to work once in a week, twice in a week, depending on what they have agreed to do. And so you can understand that probing them for non-performance, probing them for corruption or whatever. I think it will set a deterrent to order that are coming in, especially now that there's election in that state for a new local government chairman to come in. So probing these ones, the outgoing ones, if you think they've not performed very well, there's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong in doing that. You see, it is the will, the political will to do some things that will make Nigeria to be stable politically. For instance, you have a local government chairman who does not even know what, just collect allocation, share the money, do one innovation, do one from the federal allocation. Yes, even though it doesn't come to them directly because of local government autonomy that's not yet signed. But, when they share the money, they have some good money. They have to pay salaries. Some of them don't even pay salaries. And yet they have the money to pay, but they won't even pay salaries. They will just do things they want to do. So they will travel abroad, embark on frivolous, a drive for so to say, for, investment, which is not even there. So probing them, I think, is a welcome development. I think it's something that will set a pace for the incoming ones to that, look, if you don't perform, at the end of the tenure, you'll be probed. So I'd rather go in there and perform and make my people happy, so that if I need to be re-elected, I can be re-elected. But as far as I'm concerned, at this moment, I may not even come back because they've not performed very well.
Now, some people may not even know what is the job of a local government chairman when it comes to a local government area, because because of the irregularities that have been seen over time, most people don't even know who to hold responsible for this or for that, and where they should come in and where they shouldn't.
Local government is what does it mean? It's a local. That's where the local administration comes in. The state, of course, oversees the entire state. But for the local government, for instance, we are in a Port Harcourt city or the local government, that entire local government, all the communities there, you are in charge. You're supposed to give them development, at least basic amenities should be provided for, which of course the entire money you receive to the councillor, just like what the state government does to assembly members. This is because once their salary is paid, you buy them vehicles. They go to work and sit at the council. Any player that comes in, they share the money. That's what they do. So, but if local government administration is effective, I tell you something, development in the state, the governor can concentrate more on the state, while the local government chairman takes care of the local government and report back to the governor what they have done. I must commend some local government chairmen. Some of them are doing well. Some of them understand what it means, to govern a local government. But some don't even understand. Just would answer that name, honorable. That's what they want to answer. So that's the point. So for this Enugu state, I think I want to agree with that PDP chieftain. It's that time we begin to probe ourselves. And now we begin to ask questions. What have you done with this money that's been released to you? Ask questions and let them explain. And if they are found wanting, this is prosecuted. To serve as a very big lesson to any other person coming to that office.
Thank you. Now on to Edo State APC. The political atmosphere in Edo has been stirred up with the unexpected resignation of the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, retired Colonel David Umose. The resignation comes at a crucial time, just days before the upcoming governorship primary election scheduled for the 21st of September. Umose, who took over the reins of the party in Edo State in 2019, has been a key figure in the state's political landscape. His resignation has sent shockwaves throughout the state and has raised questions about the future of the party in the upcoming election. The resignation was communicated through a memo dated the 16th of January, which was made available to journalists in Benin. Addressed to the party's deputy state chairman, the memo cited Article 31 of the All Progressives Congress Constitution 2022 as the basis for Umuse's voluntary resignation. The memo reads in part, in pursuant of Article 31 of the All Progressives Congress Constitution 2022 as amended, I have decided to voluntarily resign my position as the state chairman of this great party in the state. This is born out of my desire to enable me get myself in the state of readiness to contest the next gubernatorial election in the state, which is slated for the 21st of September 2024. Umose expressed gratitude to the members of the party, particularly the State Working Committee and State Executive Committee, for the opportunity to serve as the state chairman. He acknowledged the support received during his tenure at the apex office of the party in Edo State. Now, this story reminds me of the ex-CBN governor.
He may as well get get the party ticket. And who knows who is behind his ambition or aspiration. So maybe the key figures are okay, you can come and be the icebreaker, you know. So, and he's a strong man. He's a strong man. He's a retired colonel of the Nigerian Army. His paper is his party chairman since 2019. So I'm sure he knows the strategy and to win the ticket of the party. So let's keep our fingers crossed and allow him to, to
exercise.
That is right, fundamental right. And so if he has the money to purchase the form, so be it. But I'm suspecting something like there's something behind his moves. Who knows that? Anyway, but we'll get to that when the time comes for the primary.
Well, let's look at Edo State. The number of candidates, for the Guba race, it's as if it increases daily. What is really going on? Everybody wants to be in power.
That's it.
Everybody wants.
Politics has become a very lucrative business. So don't be surprised tomorrow you also hear that I'm contesting an election in my state. Don't be surprised. And you too, I won't be surprised if tomorrow I see that you have also resigned your appointment with ATN and then you are going to contest for the governorship of your state or because you're a member of the National Assembly. You see, political office has become a very lucrative thing in Nigeria. I've always said this in every forum I have opportunity of talking. I said until we make political office less lucrative in the country, we're not going to go anywhere. Because you are a member of the State House of Assembly, a member of the House of Reps, a member of the Senate, a team god. And that's what is happening in the country. You steal as much as you can steal from the national cake. They call it the national cake. Let me go and have a bite of my own there. And then you live in affluence. The people around you see you as their god. The allies, they brought the youths who always, Chamo, senior man, and then you just throw a little out of what you have stolen, or the money given to you to take care of the people, instead of you to take care of them and do what is right, you oppress them with the money. So everybody is saying that there's so much money in this office, I want to get there. That's why they can kill to get there. That's why they can do anything to get that ticket. That's why they can do anything during the election to just win it, to be declared winner. And so it's an issue. It's becoming a very big issue in the country, where people abandon their businesses, even the academic institution is also losing a lot of good hands into politics. You have professors becoming governor, you have professors becoming minister, professors leaving the academic world to go and become minister, just because, let me also go and grab my own share out of it. So it's not something that should really become a surprising thing to anybody. When we get to that, when we look at it and say, look, let us reduce already. I thank God for President Tinubu, you see what he did now. The first president is in Davos in Switzerland.
Yeah.
He went with only 5 of his aides. But before then, I'm sure he must have like 50% going with him. At whose expense? At whose cost? Because when you travel out of the country, you got the ESTA code. And it's dollars. It's paid in dollars. So you see a lot of taxpayers' money being wasted on jamboree. Who are the people? Okay, you're going for a summit. What is the role of the vice president in that summit? He has an ADC that should go with him, especially for special security. And then maybe secretary for documentation and other things. And then maybe if he wants to go with his wife, which is of course is allowed. But if he's not, so for him to have gone with 5%, it has reduced and saved us a lot of money. We will keep doing that. We just keep spending money, keep wasting money, and then you go and stay in one of the hotels in that country. You pay a lot of money. So that's why a lot of people want to go on that. I want to be among the entourage. And then this is a time to also benefit your friends. Put their name on the entourage. Those people just go there and do nothing. They're not adding any value to what the country is going to benefit. Just to go there and then move around where something is even going on. They're in the hotel enjoying themselves.
Taking pictures
and then Davos in a bit. Those kind of things. That's what they do. So but we thank God. So if you have a governor, or if you have a president who is willing to reduce all of these things, it's possible. There's nothing, somebody said that the people who made the pencil also made an eraser. So when you write something that is not supposed to be there, you erase it. So we can change those things if we are willing. If the man has a political will, those things can be changed.
Well, the ex-presidential candidate Peter Obi has, been hammering on this same issue, the benefits of... And when we come back, we'll bring you the story from Kano State. Stay tuned.
Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
So now my sister and her husband are having a bad.
Calling you countless times and you haven't been taking my calls, but I do. You will not raise your voice at me ever again in this company. At home, you're the husband, no? Do you think you're a good husband?
Your fiancé?
Yeah.
I will divorce Nicole and marry you.
I want you in my bed tonight as soon as you propose to sleep.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what they blood.
I have.
Welcome back to Atn Politics. Now on to Kano State. NNPP. Shimo Kano yesterday. As a democratic party whose ideals are people-oriented, we will ensure a hitch-free, free and fair local government election later this year. Dangurawa stated he further stated the part of the democratic disposition of the NNPP-controlled administration in the state.
It was an APC government. During the local government election, PDP won about 3 or 4 local governments. Free and fair election. Because the people insisted on electing their leader at the local level. So they won. So an APC government and having PDP local government chairman. So it's not a bad thing. It's not something that is you can't find any way happening. So if in Kano State, of the APC chairman who's from Kano State, the Ganduje, because okay, let's leave that local government for him so that at least then he's in charge of his local government. You understand what I'm saying? So that they won't be clapped, because Kano is very volatile when it comes to political, it's a state where any moment anything can happen, and within seconds the state is on fire. So and that's why you see that the Supreme Court judgment was just timely because we all, I'm not in Kano, but we're all afraid, we're all scared that if this thing goes the other way, the Congressian movement.
A stakeholder actually mentioned that Kano.
They are like ants. You can see when the governor came back from Abuja after the judgment, you will see the kind of recession he got, you know. So that's what you get when you have a state. So, but for me, I would advise that the governor, like has promised, and the party, they should allow a level play field, you know, so that whoever wants to, any local government that says, look, this is our own person, let it, don't take it by force to avoid, or because at the end of the day, innocent lives will be lost, and that's what we're always praying against, that it will not happen.
Yeah.
So, but for the local government elections in Kano State, you expect that it's going to sit between NMPP and APC, and be sure that NMPP may not take all the local government there. We are sure, I'm very sure, I'm confident that APC would definitely win some local government. I know that.
Now, for for future purposes, we have always prayed as Nigerians that we experience an election year or month with ease, a situation where people will go out without fear of any sort of violence. Now I know we'll get there, but what does it take to actually get there? Because it's not just by saying we'll get there.
The moment the political leaders understand that you can't keep imposing people or imposing leaders on people, you must allow them to say, okay, let's choose who we think we are comfortable with. The masses know who they want to vote. They know. Also, but this time around, it's not like that. Just because this is my boy. Oh, okay, you guy, come and become the governor of the state. And the person comes, and then you impose him on all the people that have worked with you, that understand the terrain, that understand every workings in the state. You say no, I don't want, because this person is not going to be loyal. Now you are talking as if the state is his family. He will do this job well for us. Well, you say no, this person is the person that will do that.
Obviously, people want to build structures. Especially if favorable structures.
Bring someone who you know has a capacity, not just because you love this person, who you know. It's just like you give birth to twins. You should show them the same love, not preferring one person to the other. And that's how it is in the political circle. Everybody is like your children. Now, you know that this person is better than this person. But because this person
in Kano State,
we don't heard from PDP for a very long time, so I'm sure PDP in Kano is no longer functioning. That's the way I look at it, because APC now is not the main opposition in the state, because we had and moreover, if you forget that this NMPP you are even seeing was in APC. So all of them are in APC. But due to some differences and that he has been in PDP, he has been in APC. All of that just going around anyone that will favor them.
And just like the mega party that the economics part of Tommy wants to come up with, it's still people from the same political parties.
They are all the same.
And
these are people who have either been in PDP or either been in APC. So at the end of the day, what is it?
An LP now.
An LP now. So what do you have to put on the table? And that is the concern. We don't really have a strong political party in Nigeria. All we just have is a group of people that was okay. You go and be this, you go and be this, you go and be this, without even understanding the capacity that these people or what they bring to the table. How knowledgeable they are to the environment they're going to govern, they're going to supervise. So those are the things that we have a long way to go in Nigeria. Our political institutions are just nothing to write home about until we get to that level where, and if you look at a lot of political parties we have in Nigeria now, they all have faction-led executive of the Labour Party. It's the authentic Labour Party executive. So I think the Papa now faction should go and sit down and allow peace to reign.
Now talking about the factions that we have experienced in the PDP, especially in Osun. Now, if we have a political party that cannot get her acts together, how do you expect us to believe that you can actually produce a candidate that will serve the people in turn? Because internally you are not doing anything. Internally there's no organization, there's no decorum. How do you
in Nigeria? But until we get to that level, I keep saying it and I will continue to say that, reduce the spendings during campaign. Why must you give me money for me to vote for you? Now, the point is, the woman be the people that collect 10,000, 5,000 for election. and they will go hungry for 4 years.
But the thing is, giving out money during election is like a modus operandi, and in fact, people expect it's election, so we need to make money.
Because we have made it so. Because once you get there, you won't remember. Then I go, okay, I get 200 million constituency allowance, and I just bring out like 10 million. I say, okay, let me go and do empowerment, and I put on TV. Everybody say I've empowered my people. Then you go back and put 110 naira. It's not going to do anything with me. When I get there, I get back the money, and then I keep being your leader. I keep being your leader, and you keep a lot of responsibility in this particular. So if you stop that, if you stop it, if you stop collecting money from them, they will perform. Because they know that they don't owe you anything. They didn't give you any support, so they will know that if you don't perform, this guy can come to.
Chief of Kano State has caused a stir in the political landscape of the state. While his supporters and party members are rejoicing and celebrating his win, the NNPP supporters have seized the opportunity to make a fresh request to the governor. Amidst the chaos and tension that surrounded the gubernatorial election in Kano State, Governor Yusuf emerged victorious after a long legal battle. His victory was seen as a triumph of democracy and the will of the people. However, it seems that his victory has also opened the door for the NNPP supporters to voice out their demands. The political pundits are reigniting fresh calls for the state for the reinstatement of the deposed Kanu Emir Sanusi. They have urged Governor Yusuf to revisit the law splitting the old Kanu Emirate into 5 emirates to reinstate the deposed 14th Emir of Kano and was banished to Loko and Awe in Nasarawa State. Now, the NNPP in Kano State seem to be, very vocal. What is actually going on? Because it's like they're leveraging on the victory of the governor to, actually make their demands known. And do you think that it will stop at just demands, or they might want to take it, a notch further just to get their will?